Hello everyone, and welcome to Julie's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making ham and bean soup in the slow cooker. So I'm starting off here with my ham bone that you see has a lot of ham still on it, a lot of the fat and skin. And we're going to have some pieces here that also have pretty fatty and the skin aren't we're going to use. I'm using here 2 medium onions that have been roughly chopped, some garlic, and it's about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic I'd say that I chopped up. And then in here I have 1½ teaspoons of salt, 1½ teaspoons of pepper, and some celery seed. It's about, I guess, a ½ teaspoon to maybe a teaspoon. So let me show you what I started already. So in here we have our beans. Now our beans, what I did was it's a pound of northern beans, and I soaked them overnight in water, and you can see some of the skins and everything are coming up. And then I drained them and then put them down in some fresh water. I have 4 bay leaves in here, and now we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. So let's start with some onions. In there. The garlic. And this is all the seasoning. Now the seasoning we're going to test it as we go along. You might want to add a little bit more pepper, a little bit more celery. Normally I would use like celery leaves and even celery chopped up, but I was out of it, so we're going to use the celery seeds in its place to get the same flavor. The salt, I don't want to really add too much to start because the ham can be very salty, so you'll adjust it as you go along. So let's put the ham bone in. And I'm just going to place the meat around it in there too. And the water, you just want to have enough so that it covers everything. And stir it up a little bit here. And there we go. So we're going to let this cook, and we'll get back to you in about 8 hours, unless you know how it turns out. Okay, so let's get all this out here so we can chop it up. And see how it all broke up there? That's good. So we get all those good flavors. This way too, then we can take the fat out because we don't really want to eat the fat. But we did want to put it in there to get all the flavor. And that goes the same with the rind, with the skin. Gives it good flavor, but kind of rubbery. It's not. Let's see if we get more big pieces. There we go. And the bay leaf there. And make sure you get all the bay leaves out because those are a little rough to eat. Alright, so I have all the ham out. So what I'm going to do is let this cool off a little bit so I can handle it, and then I'm going to go through and chop it all off and get rid of the bay leaves and the fat in here and put all the goodness back into the soup, and then we're going to try it. So I'm just really trying to get the fat out of here, the skin and the fat and this big bone here, because this is all you don't want in here. So I'm just picking through it to get it all out here. we have the ham all chopped up and into the soup. So let's give it a try. Hello everybody and welcome back. So now it's time for the taste test. We're going to see how the ham and beans soup turned out. So here we go. Oh my. Wow. This brings back lots of good memories. The broth is nice and rich, and it has nice flavor. You taste a little bit of the pepper. You definitely taste the ham, a little bit of the saltiness from the ham, but it's not overpowering. The beans are nice and soft and creamy, and the ham has a nice flavor to it, a little saltiness, a little smokiness to it, and it has a really good taste all together. I tell you, this brings back a lot of good memories. We ate this a lot growing up when I was little. And I can remember when I was young, maybe 6 or 7, my grandfather had an antique baker's steam engine. And one year he did a threshing demonstration with it. And one of the things that he did was, him and my grandmother made a big pot of ham and beans in a great big cast iron pot outside over the open fire. And I have to say, I remember that to this day. It was such a memory, and the flavor, and enjoying that like that, it was really something. But so I hope you guys give this a chance, give it a try, let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoy it.